Continuing with the previous presentation, that is the organizational factors will be there. Okay, then we are talking about the marketing mix. As I said, the marketing mix is it considers all the four P's of the marketing. That's the marketing mix strategy. It components of the four P's. That is a product, price, place, and the promotion. Therefore, fixation is done after considering the product, price, place, and the promotion and the physical distribution. So considering all these points, we can able to fix the price. Price is a very important element in the marketing mix because based on the price only our product will move in the market. So that's the reason we need to take take care of the fixing the prices here. And if you talk about the shift, if any element has an immediate effects on the other three: production, promotion, and the distribution. So price is depends on the production, prices depends on the promotion, that is the advertisement or create the awareness, and as well as prices depends on the distribution, which area we are going to distribute our product. So each and everything is depends on the price. This is what the internal factors will be there. Then the third point, that the effort of the implementing strategy will not succeed unless the price change is combined with the total marketing strategy that supports it. So before fixing the price, we need to consider all four P's of marketing here. Then product differentiation. You know that product differentiation, if your product is different from the market, then definitely we can keep the higher price. If the product is not much different, then definitely we can keep the lesser price to attract the more customers here. The price of the product also depends upon the characteristics of the product. That is, in order to attract the customers, different characteristics are added to the product, such as quality, size, colors, attractive packaging, alternative uses, etc. So depends on that we can able to fix the price. As I said, maybe if your product is well demanded and if your product is little bit different from the market product, then definitely we can keep the higher price. Okay, that is how we are saying we are considering here that is the quality. Okay, so if your product quality is good, then definitely you can keep the higher price. If the quality is less compared to the other product, then definitely we can keep the lesser price. And your product size is also very much important. You know that if you go to the market and if you going to buy a shirt or the trouser, depends on the size, the price will differ. If you wanted the 28 size, maybe the price will be 400 rupees or maybe 500 rupees. Or maybe if your size of the trouser is maybe 30 or 34, then definitely the price of the product will go increase. So that's the reason they are charging the extra. So depends on the product size, our prices will be differs, and depends on the color also. If color is more attractive and more demanded, then definitely we are going to keep the higher price. So for example, if you can take an example of car. Okay, you know that white is a common color where people used to buy. If you are going to buy a maroon or maybe any attractive color, then definitely the prices will be changed. See, each and every characteristic, each and every features of that car will be the same. Just for the color differentiation, we are going to charge a different price. Then if you are talking about the attractive pricing, attractive packaging, then again the price will get changed. If you know that for example, you can take an example of Horlicks. Okay, Horlicks, you know that it will come in a Tetra pack and it will come in a bigger box. There's a cardboard box and it will come in a bottle also. So maybe the content will be the same, but the prices will get changed, depends on the packaging. So this is how we can able to consider before fixing the prices. And definitely alternative uses. So if your product is more utility, that's a more uses, then definitely we can keep the higher price. For example, you can say the tabletops. Okay, one maybe the pen stand. Okay, if the only pen stand is there, then the price will be different. With the pen stand, mobile stand is also there and the business card stand is also there, then definitely the price will different. That means what I'm saying, so if the more uses are there, then definitely we can keep the higher prices here. Then generally customers pay more prices for the product which is of new style, fashion, better package, etc. Definitely if the more fashion is there, more attractiveness is there, and more style is there in your product, then definitely we can keep the higher prices. So ultimately what I'm saying, this in the product differentiation, if your product is different from the market, then definitely we can keep the higher price. If the product is common in the market, then definitely we need to keep the nominal price or the lesser price in the product. Then we are talking about the external factors. So internal factors has been over. Now we are talking about the external factors. External factors, we need to consider the market which is uncontrollable. So external factors is uncontrollable. So before fixing the price, we need to consider lot of things about the external factors, because once we fix the price, we can't change the price for the product. So that's the reason we need to consider all those external factors before fixing the price. Then we can fix the price for our product. So let's see what all the points are there in this. So you know that the external factors are those factors that are not within each of the organization. They are external because there are many parties that determine and control these factors. It is uncontrollable factors actually. Okay, so as I said, there's external factors, maybe the demand you can say, or the competition you can say, or the suppliers you can say. Based on the suppliers or vendors we can able to say. So if the vendors is keeping the higher price, then definitely we need to change the price in our product. So based on that we need to consider here. Then the what we're talking about, the second point, that the business organization is a party to the external factors and cannot or determine the aggregate indicators of these factors. Definitely in the external factors we need to we are completely depending on the various factors like suppliers we can say, or the customers you can say, or customer satisfaction, and maybe the competition. A lot of things will be there, so those things we need to consider here. That is what the external factors will say. As I said, the competition is the crucial factors in the price determination. So if the competition is more, if you are moving your product in the local, then we need to see who all the local competitors are there. Then you know that in a competition, maybe the national competition is also there and the international competition is also there. So for the same uses, there are many products will be there. If your product is unique and if your product is attractive, then definitely we can keep the higher price. So apart from that, we need to modify our product to beat the competition. We need to give the better quality, and we need to modify in our product, and we need to change the design, change the quality, change the color, everything. Always the change is required in the competition. So that's the reason, to beat the competition, always the cost is incurred to beat the competition here. That is what we are talking about. Okay, sorry. This is what. Then the firm can fix the price equal to or lower than the competition, provides the quality of the product in no case be lower than that the competitor. Yes, definitely if a product is competitive, like maybe the quality is good and the quantity is good, the more attractive, then definitely we can keep the higher price if compared to the outside product. If your product is less quality compared to the other products, then definitely we can keep the lesser price. For example, you can take, you know that we are going to eat the pani puri in the market. So you know that there are many food outlets are there. Okay, the branded outlets are there. Okay, you know that outside also will get the burger and the pizza, and company products also, they are selling the pizza and the burger like McDonald's, okay, Domino's and all. Okay, there if you can able to give the better quality compared to the other branded outlets, then definitely we can keep the higher price. Okay, and if your quality is lesser than the branded product, then definitely we can keep the lesser price. So based on that, we can able to fix. Depends on the situation and depends on the competition, we can able to change the price for the product. Then if you talk about the demand, yes, you know that we always discuss about the demand. Okay, the demand thumb rule is that is a higher the price, higher the demand will be there. Sorry, if your price is high, then definitely the demand will be low, and if your price will be less, then demand will be more. Okay, this is the thumb rule of the demand. Okay, so law of demand, what we can say, law of demand, what it says, if the price is high, then definitely demand will be less. If the price is low, then definitely demand will be high. So here we need to think like, okay, what is the main objective of the company? The main objective is to attract or to capture the market, or to capture the share market in the company, okay, or at least we need to earn the profit. That we need to fix the mindset before we need to fix the price. So let's see one by one here the point, okay. That is the first point. For a new product, there is need to price such product strategically in such a way that it penetrates the market. You know that we are talking about the different pricing strategies will be there. That is what we have said, the pricing strategies, that is skimming price and the penetration price. So penetration price is nothing but entering the market with the lesser price. So that is how the demand will be there, okay. Then even if it is it will be at a par with the total cost, while for a highly demanded product, an increase in the price may not really have a higher effect on the demand for such products. So it is a need of the management when making the pricing decision to consider the demand for the product. So in the demand, okay, we need to consider that price and the demand are closely related. It is a price is less. If the price is less, then demand will be more. If the price is high, then definitely demand will be less. So companies also consider the elasticity of the demand. Elasticity of the demand means a change in the demand as a result of the change in the price. So firms will capitalize the concept of the elasticity of the demand, and demand for some goods is elastic and for some other goods is inelastic. If the demand is inelastic, even if you increase the price, the demand will not increase. For example, demand of the food grains, food is necessary, okay. So based on that, we can able to fix the price here. Then coming to the suppliers, you know that suppliers is very much important for the production. So here the supplier is one who supplies raw materials, spare parts, accessories, loose tools, etc. If the supplier supply quality raw materials at cheaper rates, a lower selling price can be fixed. If the price is high for the raw materials, then definitely we can keep the higher price for our product. But if the supplier increases the prices of the raw materials, then manufacturers will also increase the prices of the products. For example, if the price of the wheat rises, then the price of the bakery products will also increase. So similarly, depends on the price, depends on the suppliers, we can able to fix the price here. So if we see the presentation, suppliers of the raw materials and other goods can have significant effect on the price of the product. Then the price of the finished product is finally linked up with the price of the raw materials. Then scarcity or abundance of the raw materials also determines the pricing here. So based on the if a scarcity is there for your raw material, there definitely we can keep the higher price for the product. Then coming to the economic condition, you know that economic condition depends on the economic condition, we are going to fix the prices here. So what do you mean by that economic condition? The inflationary or the deflationary tendency affects the pricing. So if the inflation is there, then definitely the pricing strategy will be different, and the deflationary is there, then the pricing strategy will be different. Based on the economic condition, definitely we need to keep the change in the price. If the demand is more, then definitely, if the scarcity is there, then definitely we can keep the higher price to earn the more profit here. So the second point is the price are increased in boom period to cover the increasing cost of the production and destruction to meet the changes in the demand, price, etc. So definitely that's what I have said. If the boom is there, the demand is there in the market, then definitely we can able to increase the price based on the economic condition. Then if you talk about the consumers or the customers, so we need to understand the customers what they wanted exactly. Based on that, we can able to fix the price here. So if the customers are attracting, or maybe if they wanted definitely, then definitely we need to keep the higher price. So that's what we are talking about. A customer will also influence and determine the price of the product. Customers buy the products after weighing the total benefit of the product and the price. In fact, there must be a logical relation between the price and the customer satisfaction. Right? So in terms of the marketing mix, some would say that the pricing is the least attractive element marketing least attractive element, but in the marketing, companies should really focus on generating as a high margin as possible. So the argument is that the marketer should change the product, place of the promotion in some way before resorting the pricing reductions. However, price is versatile element of the mix as well as to fix the price. So here we need to understand the customers whether they can able to afford the particular price for the product. That we need to understand here. The various customers and the business that buy the customers the company's product or the services may have an influence in the pricing decision. So if the customers are ready to pay the higher price, then definitely we can keep the higher price here. Then their nature and the behavior for the purchase of the product, particular product, brand or the service, etc., affect the pricing when their number is large. So it depends on the customers numbers, we can keep the higher price. If the more customers are attracting to our products, then definitely we can keep the nominal price to get the more profit here. Then coming to the government, you know that government will play the vital role in the fixing the price. So the rules and regulations will get changed, okay, and the taxes will get changed, okay. So based on that we can able to fix the price here. So let's see here, the pricing decision is also efforts from the price control of the government through enactment of the legislation. When it is through the proper or arrest the inflationary trend, the price of the certain products will get changed here. The prices cannot be fixed higher or as the government keeps a close watch on the pricing of the private sectors. The marketers obviously can exercise substantially control over the internal factors while they have a little if any control over the external ones. So what I'm saying, we can't say that our product we can keep any prices. So we are under the government, so we need to consider the government rules and the regulations. Based on that we can able to keep the price here. Then overall the conclusion of this factors influencing the pricing is the price is sum of the value that the customer change for benefit. Then the pricing includes all that the firms is offering along the with the product. There are certain factors that influence or the include the pricing decisions. They are broadly classified into the internal and the external factors. Internal factors, it includes the cost, objectives of the companies, factors of the production and the organization marketing mix, etc. Then the external factors, it includes the demand, supplies, policies and the government and the competition. Okay, so hope you understood about this particular factors influencing about the pricing. There are 2 videos, so please watch these 2 videos and try to understand, and if you have any queries please reply. Thank you guys. Thank you students.